Go. We're good. Okay.
So, thanks, Fran. You just sure. So we're going to get started. We're already in the we're going to start thinking. We're going to start in a seated position today. If you don't like to sit in a cross-legged seated position, you can sit with your legs extended. You can sit on a blanket. You can sit on your blocks. We're going to start with the right shin in front. And we're just going to move a little side to side and sit bones. Let your hands come onto your legs, your knees and shins, maybe a little side. Extended. And then once you've grounded through your sit bones, then let your arms drape over your knees, wrist your knees. You can turn your palms up and turn your palms down, however you like to start your practice. Just close your eyes for a moment and sit up tall. You may even use your hands to help you do that, help you shift your hips forward. And then we're going to take a deep full breath in through the nose. Just reach up to the crown of the head and sit up as tall as you can. And then as you exhale, we'll draw the belly in, but soften the shoulders, the neck, the jaw. On your next inhale, breathe into the belly to start to fill up. Get a little taller, let the neck get a little longer. And as you exhale again, just drawing the shoulders down and away from your ear. Maybe your chin is just slightly up. And we'll do that one more time, breathing in, filling up, feeling tall, feeling full. And then as you exhale, release the breath, draw the belly in. Let your chin come gently towards your chest without touching. And now breathe in and out through the nose. Gentle breaths. Trying to relax the upper body, the neck and shoulders. Just one more round of breath. Let it go. Let your chin fall to your chest. Still trying not to round here through the upper back. Just allow the chin to bend towards the middle part. Then hold the right ear to the right shoulder. Trying to draw the left shoulder down. Roll the chin from center to the other side. I'm here to draw the right shoulder down. And as you come to the center of the chin, towards the chest, just for a moment, maybe shake the nose. And then start to lift your chin. And with hands on the knees, or pull clockwise. So allowing the body to move, circle, coming forward as much as you want, maybe using the hands on the knees to let your body draw back. And then after you finish the 3 or so times, we're going to take the left hand to the right knee and let the right hand come behind you. Using the right hand to sit up tall, take the breath in. And as you exhale, draw the belly in and turn to over your right shoulder. Using your right side body to pull you into the chest. Draw the belly. Now stay in the twist, and as you inhale, right arm overhead. And as you exhale, tip to your left, still with left hand on right knee. Side bend to your left. Keep pressing down through your right knee. And we'll slowly start to come out from there. Extend your right leg out in front of you. Left foot anywhere on the right inner leg. Take both arms and reach the head with an inhale. Turning towards your right, pulling over your right leg as you exhale. Here, the fingers can land on either side of your leg. Maybe you let your left hand come to the right shin or ankle, or even the pinky toe of your right foot. And here, let's take a breath in, soften the stomach. And as you exhale, maybe a little gentle downward pressure through the left knee and fold forward, draw your belly in. Inhale, lift to length, and exhale to forward. Just bow in, touch your head down. And then slowly you'll rise up, and then left leg extends to meet right. Just take out the left. And then we'll just switch the crossings of your legs. So this time left shin in front. You want to keep the legs out, legs out. Placing your hands on your thighs, and again, trying to shift from side to side to find your sit spot. Once you've done that, then just pause and find stillness. Chin towards the chest, roll the bend right ear to right shoulder. Breathing in, chin through chest, left ear, left shoulder as you exhale. Letting the chin come in towards the chest and pausing, maybe shaking the head no again. Lifting your chin, gazing just out in front. Now circle the body counterclockwise. So holding on to your legs and your shins, coming as far forward and as far back as you like. Moving the shoulders with hips. Coming back to center, sitting up tall, right hand to left knee, breathe in. And as you exhale, taking the twist to the left, right hand pulls on the left side body. Use the left side body to pull you into the twist. Soften just for a moment with an inhale. And as you exhale, draw the belly in, twist a little deeper. Now from this twisted position, right hand stays on left knee, left arm floats up with an inhale. As you exhale, side bend to your right. Trying to find length through the hip on the left side. Spin your heart to the sky. Make your way through center. Extend your left leg out front. We'll take a breath in, arms overhead, reaching. Turn your torso slightly to the left and then bow over your left leg. And as the arms land, maybe they're landing on either side of your left leg. Right hand can reach for the left shin and pull toe. Maybe a little downward pressure through the right knee or a block under the right knee if you need it. Breathing in, filling up through the belly. And as you exhale, pull the belly in as you pull. So draw the belly in, pull forward. Lift and lengthen, maybe slide the hand towards the shin. And as you exhale, bowing in, front, pull over your left leg. On the next inhale, we rise up. Extend your right leg to the left. Shake out your legs. When you exhale, just bow between the legs. Fingers walk down, forearms to the mat. Maybe you're holding your feet or ankles. Shaking your head. And then as you rise up, maybe hands to the sides of the thighs or knee blocks there. You can take it. Just let your feet sway. Shifting side to side, moving together, make them opposite each other. And then slowly sway your feet, and now to a point and extend. Bring your feet closer to one point and extend. Maybe as you point the toe, you feel like you're drawing the toe towards the mat. And as you flex the foot, you feel the heel lift off the mat. So you're playing around with letting the toes go as forward as you can. And then draw them back as far as you can. We'll just do one more. And then as you release your feet, you're going to come into tabletop. So you can just slip your legs off to the side or cross your legs over your shins. And we make our way into the tabletop position. So from your tabletop position, here the hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. We get a little bit of movement side to side. Let your head dangle. Side to side is not what you want. Maybe you go forward and back. Maybe here you start to practice gripping the mat with your hand and spreading your fingers wide. But you can feel nice to steady yourself and just tap the tops of your feet on the mat. Makes it sound like rain. Yeah. as you start to slowly tapping, moving now from here to the tabletop to tap. So inhale, curl the toes, soft elbows, breathing into the belly to allow it to soften, gaze just down. Maybe hold that for just. And then as you exhale, we'll untap the toes, press through the tops of the feet and round into the upper back, roll let the tailbone draw it down. If you fold that fold. And then moving again, inhale, out, and exhale. One more round. Let your body round it out. Exhale, everything's done. And then come to a left hand is going to stay on the mat. If you like to move the left hand towards the midline, that's fine. Stay on the shoulder too. You're going to press down through your left hand, feel your right arm up, and through maybe your right hip bumps out a little bit. Pressing down through the left hand, maybe use your right side body to do it hard pull a little bit. And then slowly we thread the right arm through and feet. Maybe just hover. Press down to the left hand and feel the right arm up. And then thread through, squaring off the shoulder, and reaching the right arm through to a hover. One more time. Feel up. And thread through. Now, as we release the right hand to meet the left, you can make that position of the hand either in the center of your mat or just under the shoulder, whatever feels comfortable to. Left arm now feels up. Pause, push through the right hand a little more, draw the belly in, really lean back, and then thread through and under so you'll hover, reaching through. Press through the right hand, feel the left arm up, do the left hip bumps out, and then thread through and under, hovering. Press down to come up, bend the elbows, thread through. Now, as you reach up, just pause for a moment. Left hand. Right leg draws back. Taking a second to draw back on the right heel. Trying to notice now, though, that as you stretch one side of the body, that the other side of the body might need to engage. So here, as we stretch the calf and the hamstring, then you turn your quad on, help get a better stretch. And you also strengthen your quad muscle. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Now from here, we're going to let the right heel land for a modified side plank. Left foot swivels. The right arm is going to peel up, then bring it overhead. And then maybe you make this with your right hand and you roll your wrist. Maybe you look down for a moment with your gaze and then look up towards the ceiling. Just decide what's best for your neck. And then from here, you're going to rise up onto your left shin. And as you rise up onto your left shin, your right foot is planted. We'll take a breath in and out. We're then going to turn your right toes towards the ceiling. And from here, we're going to take a breath in. And as you exhale, right hand is going to sweep towards left inner thigh. And maybe left arm to the sky over here. Kind of like what we did in that seated twist. And as you rise up back into gate pose, take a breath. And then the left hand comes down, modified side plank, turning towards the mat, tabletop. And then take it back. And come back into your tabletop. Left leg draws back, just rock for a moment. And again, remembering that when one side of the body has a stretch, the other side of the body, maybe if you engage it, you get a better stretch. So let's turn on the muscles of your quad, the front thigh. Turn that on. And then we're going to pause. Maybe draw back from the heel. Let your left heel come to the mat, right foot swivels. Press down through the right hand, Peel your left arm up, maybe here you go over the ear, make a fist with your hand, roll the wrist. And then using your side body, will rise up onto your right shin. So try to press through the shin, but use your side body to come up. We're going to take your left toes and turn your left toes towards the ceiling. Bring your arms lateral, breathe in. As you exhale, left hand towards right thigh as the right arm comes up and over the ear. A little bit of a side bend here like we did when we were seated. As you make your way back up through gate pose, left foot to the mat, right hand comes down for your modified side plank, and then left hand meets right, come into tabletop, maybe just a moment for a cat and calf. And then child's pose as you sit back, maybe knees are wide. Round here just a little bit, draw the belly in. Looking forward, we'll start to come through tabletop onto your stomach. Just slide forward, come down. Extend your legs, come to the tops of your feet. Now lift each leg and walk it long so you feel a little bit more connection with the hips on the mat. Maybe the hands come by the mid-rib cage where the wrists are under your elbows. As you inhale, slide your body forward by pressing back to the heels of the hands, and then lift up in a fold. Shoulders down away from the ears, pull the shoulder blades together. Here, the heart and front body stretch. The upper back works, maybe even the glutes. Forehead comes down. Gently press back, and as you do, round counter in child's pose. So here, think a little cat-like to come back. We'll take a full breath in and a full exhale out. Make your way into tabletop. Walk your hands a little bit out in front of you. Curl your toes under and come into downward facing dog. So press through the hands, hips come high. Pedal out your feet. Bend each knee, lift each heel. Shake your head. Take a full breath in, maybe lift the heels and bend the knees. And as you exhale, straighten the legs, lower your heels. One more time, full breath in, full breath out. We'll take a breath here, breathe in. And as you exhale, walk your hands back towards your feet, come to the back of the mat. Bend your knees generously, maybe fingers to the floor. You can grab your elbows. Allow your body to be heavy for a moment. Try and get used to being on your feet. Sway, maybe a little side to side. Feel the weight shift. Release your fingers to the ground and heel toe your feet in. Bend your knees, bring your hands to the hips. We'll take a breath in. As you exhale, straighten through the legs, turn on the glutes, reach the arms overhead, looking up towards your hands. Hands come to heart as you exhale. Back of the mat here, open up, out to toes. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. On your next inhale, reach the arms overhead. And take a forward fold. Let the arms sweep down, folding in, hips go back. When you hit the mat, maybe hands to shins or thighs, just lift the chest and lengthen. As you exhale, we'll bend the knees and walk out into a high plank. Nice and slow. And as you make your way to a high plank, press away from the mat, widen the back body, turn on your quad muscle. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. And as you exhale, we'll lower the knees to the mat and again down onto your stomach. From your stomach, we'll go right into cobra. Slide forward through, lift up. Shoulders draw down and together. Forehead comes to the mat. Press back to child. Maybe your toes are curled under and your child's pose this time. and downward facing dog. Lift your hips. We'll take a full breath in and a full breath out. On your next inhale, we'll come high at the balls of your feet, bend your knees, look forward, and as you exhale, we'll walk towards the front of the mat. Front. When you get to the mat, if you need your blocks here, find your blocks. You'll toe your feet a little wide. Maybe you fold it with bent knees, and maybe your arms are on your blocks. Sway up. Slowly, we start to heel toe the feet in. Bend your knees. Arms will sweep wide. Press through the feet. Turn on the glutes, the hamstrings, the quads. Now arms to the sky as the legs bring you up. Cactus your arms as you exhale. Open your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms to the side. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now from here, we're going to take your arms out loud. And we're going to bring your left arm in front of the body. Just a little bit of a shoulder stretch. Look over the left shoulder. Right arm kind of draws the left arm close to the body. As you inhale, we'll open the arms wide and behind you. As you exhale, right arm crosses in front of the body. Your left arm helps. Looking just to the right. As you inhale, open the arms wide and behind you. As you exhale, down to the mat. The arms release. If you need your blocks, just take a breath and lengthen. As you exhale, forward. We're going to bend your knees, make your way to the mat, palms on the mat. Step back into a high plank. Slowly make your way to the mat. Maybe you drop your knees or come straight through plank. Overpose when you're ready. Arms up. Chest lifts maybe a little higher. Forehead comes to the press back to child. Curl the toes. Downward dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. On your next inhale, we'll come high on the balls of your feet. Bend your knees, look forward. And as you exhale, we'll walk to the front of the mat. Blocks are there if you need them. Hands to shins or thighs. Lift your chest, breathe in. And as you exhale, forward. Bend your knees, sweep your arms wide. Press down through the feet. Turn the legs on to bring the upper body up. Palms forward, cactus your arms. Now this time, let's inhale, draw the elbows back. And as you exhale, right arm under left. Up. Inhale, open up, cactus arms, breathe in. As you exhale, right arm over left, this time left arm under, and just up. Inhale, open back, cactus arms. And then release your arms to the side of the body. Let's take the arms overhead with an inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Find your blocks. Bring them here, out in front. Lift and lengthen with your hands on the blocks. Fingertips are light. As you exhale, forward fold, bending in, bowing in. Lift your chest with an inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to bend the knees, take the blocks just around your feet. We're going to step back with your left foot into a low, into a lunge. Keep your back knee lifted. Stay on the ball of your back foot. If your left hand stays, you're going to feel the right arm up. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Try not to really bump your hip out too much this time. And then on your inhale, we'll open. As you exhale, spread your right arm under the left. Peel it up by pressing down with left hand and your feet. And then thread. Peel up, reach up, and then thread through. Just under the left arm. Now come back into your twist with an inhale. And release right hand to block and flex. Now we're getting ready to come into a high crescent lunge from here. So find your feet about hip distance apart. Stay high in the wall of your back foot. Cover the hands off the block and lift your torso. On your next inhale, the arms reach to the sky. And as you exhale, we're going to just draw the shoulders down. Feel the back muscles pull the shoulders down. We'll take one more inhale. And then we're turning to the left for warrior two. So left heel comes down. Bring your hands to your hips for a moment. Take a second to bend and straighten your right leg. Maybe right hand to right inner thigh as you try to push the knee wide. When you're ready, we're going to start to bend your right knee deeply. Take your arms out flat up. Really nice. Strong position of the arms. Bend into the right knee. Squeeze the glutes. Breathe in. So here, we're going to exhale deeply and feel the muscles contract. Now soften with the inhale for peaceful warrior. Right arm goes up and back. Start to breathe into the belly. Now draw the belly in. Right forearm to thigh. Left arm over the ear. So here, engage your abdominals. Pull the belly in. Maybe feel the glutes turn on and tuck underneath. Come back up to your warrior two with an inhale. Settle here, two for your exhale. Breathe in one more breath. And then take your hands down to the blocks. Lift your back heel. Bring the blocks out in front. Stepping into the right foot, look the left toes up. Maybe cover your fingers off the blocks for your supported warrior three. And then let the left foot meet the right foot and take a forward fold. We're going to bend into the knees, sweep the arms and rise up. Breathe in. Hands come to your heart as you exhale. Now, take a breath in, let the arms move overhead. Forward fold as you exhale. Half lift with an inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. So hands can be on blocks. We're going to bend into the knees and here take the blocks to surround your feet. We're going to step back with your right foot and stay high on the ball of your right foot. Pause. Find your feet here hip distance apart. Keep lifting through your right quad and bending the left knee. Right hand to the block, left arm heels up for your twist. Little downward pressures through the right hand. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Big breath in here. As you exhale, left arm threads through and under the right. Peel up, look up. Inhale. Exhale, start to rotate towards the mat and thread through. Last time, peel up, look up. Exhale, thread through and under, reaching through. Now as you come back into your twist, we'll breathe in. And as you exhale, left hand comes to the block. Setting yourself up for high crescent lunge here. So stay high in the ball back feet. Pressing down through the feet, let the hands hover, maybe arms by your side body as the torso lifts. On your next inhale, we'll take the arms overhead. And as you exhale, draw the front rib cage in and pull the shoulders down to the muscles of your back. One more inhale and exhale. Now on your next inhale, we'll start to turn to the right for warrior two. When you exhale, maybe hands to hips and practice bending and straightening your left leg. Just give yourself a second to come into pose. We'll breathe in when the leg is extended. And then as you exhale, bend the left knee and send the arms out loud. Strong here, turn on the muscles of the front body, the back body. Drawing the arms lateral, but feeling the muscles draw in towards the bones. Now let's soften. So breathe into the belly and let the left palm go up and back. Left. Left. There you go. And then back through center with an inhale. And then left forearm to the left thigh, right arm over the ear. Draw the belly in. Hug your left hip underneath you. Rise up with an inhale. Warrior two as you exhale. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, we'll make our way down to the blocks. Lift your back heel. Walk the blocks just out in front. Step into the left foot, float the right toes up. Pausing, maybe finding warrior three here, support. Right foot meets left, take a forward fold. Bend the knees, scoop your arms, rise up with an inhale. Hands to heart as you exhale. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, sit in the chair pose. Pausing here to feel the weight shift to the heels, the toes are light. Maybe you feel a little outward pressure through the outer borders of the feet as you push the feet wide. We'll stand tall with an inhale, forward fold with your exhale. Just take a half lift here, inhale, let the chest lift, maybe hands on block. Forward fold as you exhale, just place the blocks off to the side. Bend your knees, palms to the mat, step into a high plank. From your high plank, make your way to your stomach. Here we're coming into cobra, maybe a little higher, like upward dog. Shoulders draw back, hips lifted. And then down the feet top, hips come back. So we're going to come into a warrior one. Let's lift the right leg, breathe in. Look forward, and then as you exhale, we'll sort of ground it, draw the right knee to the chest, and step the right foot through. Help your foot through, take a couple steps to get there. We're going to turn the left heel down, prepare for warrior one. So we're down through the feet, bring the hands to the hips so you can lift your chest. A moment here just to bend and straighten the right leg. We'll take a breath in. As you exhale, bend your right knee. Push strongly through the left outer foot. Turn on your left quad, and bend into your right knee. Take the arms overhead, inhale. Hold here for your exhale. One more breath in. Legs are turned on. Shoulders drawing down. Release your hands down. Step back into a downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. So we'll do the other side. Left leg rises with the in-breath. Looking forward, start to round. Step your left foot. Taking your time, getting your foot there. Right heel comes to the mat. Hands to hips as you rise up. Taking a moment to bend and straighten the left leg. We'll breathe in. And then as you exhale, bend into the left knee. Turn on your right quad. Arms reach up with an inhale. Draw the shoulders down as you exhale. Bringing your front body in. Strong with your body. We'll reach up with the inhale. Let the arms float down as you exhale. Step back into a downward facing dog. We'll breathe in. And then exhale it out. On your next inhale, we'll combine the balls of feet. Bend your knees, look forward. Walk or float to the front of the mat. When you get there, we'll take a half lift, inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Bend your knees, sweep your arms lateral and high. Practice your arms here. Breathe in. Reach up, inhale. Chair pose as you exhale. Inhale, stand tall. Cactus your arms as you exhale. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, arms reach. And then exhale, chair pose last time. Stand tall with the inhale. We're going to cactus your arms with the exhale. Hold here, open the arms back as you inhale. As you exhale, right arm under left, hug for equal arms. So here, my right arm is under my left, elbows about the height of your shoulders. Press your fingers forward. Inhale, maybe lift up and go back. As you exhale, elbows into the chest, Round and wide into the upper back. Tuck your chin towards the chest. Unwind the arms with an inhale. Arms to the sky. Cactus your arms with the exhale. Go back with your arms, inhale. Left arm under right hug as you exhale. Eagle arms here if you want. Left arm under right. Good. Elbows lift up. Fingers push forward. Inhale, go back. Just a little back. As you exhale, elbows into chest. Fingers start to press forward and down as you round. With your next inhale, unwind the arms. Reach them towards the ceiling. Let them go down. Roll the shoulders, shake out your arms. Finding mountain pose. Standing tall. Putting just a few things here together. Breathe in, arms down. And let's sit in the chair for a bit. Draw the belly in. Arms lifted or out in front. And you can bring hands to heart here if the shoulders feel like they need. Now from here, we're going to stand tall with the inhale. Forward fold as you exhale, find your lock. Inhale, let's take a half lift. And as you exhale, we'll bend into the knees, take the blocks to around your feet and back to your left foot. From here, we're going to rise, then we're going to take your right arm up to the sky with an inhale for your twist. And as you exhale, right arm threads under the left and pause. Find your feet nice and strong. Wrap your right arm underneath you, left arm comes in for a hug. Rise up with a hug into your aggressive lunge. From here, can you transition into eagle with the arms, with right arm underneath. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Unwind the arms with an inhale, take them up to the sky. As you exhale, warrior two, release your arms lateral. Now let's counter that a little bit. Hands behind the back, maybe grab your elbows. You can clasp your hands and draw the knuckles down for the heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. And exhale. Release your hands out laterally, warrior two. Flip your right palm, go back, peaceful warrior. Maybe this time, lift your right heel up off the mat. Come back through warrior two, parallel your arms. Straighten your right leg. Here we're going to turn your left toes out, just a little, left toes. Bend into your left knee. Lift your right toes. Right hand sweeps to left thigh. Yes. Now come out through warrior two. We'll do that 2 more times. Lift your heel. Peaceful warrior, go up and back. Right heel lands through warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Turn your left toes out. Lift your right toes. Bend your left knee. Right hand to left thigh. Come back, warrior two. Peaceful warrior, flip the palms, lift your right heel up. Go back. Right heel to the mat, warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Lift your right toes. Turn your left toes out. Bend your left knee. Right hand to left thigh. If you have to do the L's, with your fingers, you can do that. Come back into warrior two. Here we'll take a breath. Hold for the exhale. Straighten your right leg, turn the right toes in. Hands to hips. Elbows draw back, lift your heart, breathe in. Hold for your exhale. Cross the feet. Lengthen with an inhale, maybe hands to shins, thighs. Forward fold, release your hands. Everybody releases their hands, breathe in, lengthen, and walk towards the front of the mat as you exhale. We're going to bring the blocks forward, stepping into the right foot, both left leg up, find a little bit of balance, maybe cover your hand. Left foot meets right, forward, fold. Take your arms overhead with an inhale, hands to heart as you exhale. And coming to mountain. Okay, so we'll do that again, flowing through warrior two and rainbow warrior. Inhale, arms to the sky, and then sit into chair. Pausing just in chair for a moment. Raise the heels. Stand tall with the inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Draw the belly in. Half lift here just to soften. Forward fold as you exhale. Bend your knees, take blocks just around your feet. We're stepping back with your right foot. Right hand stays on your block. Left arm peels up to the sky. We'll breathe in, open up. Thread the left arm through and under the right arm, and take that arm into a hug. Now, holding the left arm where it is, start to press down through the feet. Right hand hovers. Hug the right arm around your body. Now, as you lift up your crescent lunge with a hug, we're going to come into maybe eagle arms here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift your elbows a little. Push your fingers forward. On your next inhale, unwind the arms. High crescent lunge with an inhale. Warrior two as you exhale. Okay. Pausing here to find your warriors. We're flipping your left palm up. Lift your left heel and go into peaceful warrior. Go back. Breathe in. Now, as you exhale, parallel your arms. Lower your left heel. Straighten your left leg. Right toes turn out. Start to lift your left toes. We're going to start to bend your right knee. Left hand to right thigh. Right arm to the sky. Left hand, right thigh. Right arm up. Stepping back into warrior two. Pause. Breathe in, flip the left palm, lift your left heel. Go back with your left arm. Back through warrior two, left heel lands. Straighten your left leg. Turn your right toes out. Now lift your left toes. Bend your right knee. Left hand, right thigh. Right arm up. Make your way back, warrior two. We have one more time. Lift your left heel. Lift your left palm. Left arm goes up and back. Right hand to right thigh. Back through warrior two as you inhale. Let the left heel land. Exhale, straighten your left leg. Right toes turn out. Lift your left heel. Left hand sweeps to right thigh. Right arm to the sky. Make your way back. Warrior two. Breathe in. As you exhale, left toes turn in, hands to hips. So face the right side of your mat. Draw the elbows back, open your heart, inhale. Holding forward as you exhale. Hands can stay on the hips, thighs, the shins, floor. Lift and lengthen your chest with inhale. And then fold with your exhale. Maybe the fingers release to the floor. Walking towards the front of your mat, back to your lunge. Maybe find your blocks. Let the blocks come just out in front. We're going to step into the left foot. Move the right toes up. Pausing here, breathe in. Right foot meets left. Forward, forward. Move to the feet, rise up. Coming up to stand with an inhale. Pull your hands. Really nice, everybody. Breathe in and breathe out. One more inhale and exhale. We're going to set ourselves up for eagle. So for your eagle pose, we've been doing the arms a good amount. The legs are going to be a little bit different. We're going to cross. You do two ways here for eagle. So we're going to root down through the left foot And then the right foot just crosses the left. So you're just crossing at the ankles. This is, like step one. And if you're just crossing at the ankles, come into sort of like a cross-legged chair pose with that. So maybe play around with seeing how you feel with this like cross-ankle chair pose. And then we can stand tall. Okay. Now the next step would be to take this block and place it just outside, of your left foot. And then now when you cross your foot, the right foot comes to that block. Yeah, and feel free if you want to come to a wall, you might find a little bit better balance. And now here, practice just a little bit of that cross-legged chair. Might be a little bit more accessible. Maybe you stay on the ball of your foot as opposed to pressing down. So my right foot is going to be really light. It's my left leg that's really feeling the work. Okay? So I don't want to put a lot of pressure on this ball. So then just take one more sort of cross-legged chair and then stand tall. And then unwinding your feet, we'll do the other side. There is one other option though, first I'll say. You can choose to not use the block and wrap the leg. You can also use your toe as a kickstand. So this is a balance, here we're practicing chair before because we can sit into eagle. So let's do the other side. So first we're going to practice just crossing your ankles. So just take your left foot and cross it in front of your right, stay on the ball of your foot. And then just practice maybe bending your knees. Maybe you straighten all the way, bend. And then once we've done that, maybe 3 times, then grab your block and place it on its lowest level. And as you unwind the feet, the block is outside and just a little forward of your right foot. Now from here, we're taking your left foot and stepping it onto the block and crosses just in front of your right leg. Now here, sit back like you're sitting in a chair. Stay high on the ball of your foot on the left foot. And the left foot is light. Maybe you straighten the legs, bend, straighten, and bend. And then as you come up, unwind your legs. And then there is just that one other option. If you want to take the right leg and wrap it around, somebody might want to do that. Maybe you take the ball of your foot to the mat and do it. But those are going to be the legs. Nice. Sit, just bend into the knees. Yeah, guys, really good. Okay. Looks like you got the legs. All right. The arms, right? So we're going to take your arms left. We go right arm under left. And then into eagle arms. Okay, so here's the eagle arms. Now sit into chair. And then stand. And we'll do that 2 more times. Sit into chair. And then stand. 1 more time. Sit into chair. You can also just hug. And stand. And then unwind your arms. Okay, left arm under right. Always stay hugged. Or wrap your arms. Take a breath in. As you exhale, chair. Stand tall, inhale. Exhale, chair. Stand tall with your inhale. Last time. Exhale, chair. Now, as you unwind the arms, release. You can choose now also to come into just 1/2 of it. Meaning you can just do the arms and come back to chair. You can just do the legs and keep your arms at your hips or hold on to something. Okay? So I'm going to take my block and place it just outside my left foot and a little bit forward, like a little forward in my left foot, so I'm not going to make it like parallel. It's a little bit out in front of my left foot. And let's start with the arms. So if you're gonna if you wanna do the legs instead of the arms, then keep your hands on your hips. If you wanna add the arms, we're gonna go right arm under left, maybe up. Maybe take your equal arms. Now, we're gonna look down and take your right foot to the block. Stay here if you want. Always take your foot off the block. Maybe sit into that cross-legged chair. Finding the eagle by squeezing the inner thighs in, squeezing the arms into one. Want to hover your right foot off the block for a little balance, and maybe tap the toe and lift, tap the toe and lift. Yes, nice. Open up and on. It's a tough one. All right, walk over to the right side, just in front of your right foot. Arms out to the sides, breathe in. Left arm under right as you hug or eagle arms. All right, find your arms first and look down. Start to take your left foot to the block. Got it. Now stay or bend your knees into sort of that cross-legged chair. Now, if you want to sort of look down, start to squeeze the inner thighs and arms into one another. Turn on the inner thighs. Maybe you can lift your left toes up off the block just to feel balance. Yes. Start to combine. Step wide. Shake out. Amazing job, everybody. Amazing. Okay. Wow. All right, we're going to make our way. We're going to make our way down to it. All right, we're going to make our way down. Let's bring the blocks. We've been doing a little bit of chair. So let's see if we can sort of use the blocks if you want. Bring them here close. We're going to come down from chair pose. You can always use your hands. All right, so arms reach with an inhale. Let's sit in the chair as you exhale. Bring your hands to your heart. In. As you exhale, maybe sit a little deeper, maybe hands to blocks. As you slowly start to get a little lower, hands come down to touch. And then sit. Yep, nice and slow. Hold the back of your leg and just lean back. Maybe your feet stay down, or you let your shins off the feet off the mat, your shins are parallel to the floor. If you want a little bit more abdominal work, then extend the arms out in front. Squeeze the legs in, maybe you're pointing your toes. We'll take a breath in. As you exhale, bring the hands to the mat just behind you. Flex your feet, flex your feet and push the feet forward and lower down. Turn on the legs. Bring it back up. Breathe in. As you exhale, flex the feet. Push forward. Come back up for both last time. Inhale. As you exhale, push the legs away. Pull to your in. And then make your way to full body stretch. Arms extend. Reach. Pull the ankles, pull the wrists. Rock your head. Draw the right knee in towards your chest. Take the breath in. As you exhale, we'll open the right knee laterally just for a moment. So bring the right knee towards your right shoulder. Open up a little. Left hand to the left thigh. And as you exhale, we're going to start to cross this right leg over the body. Take the twist. Right arm extends. Notice what the right shoulder is doing. Try to get the right shoulder to the mat. Maybe right toes hook behind the left knee. As you inhale, we'll come back to center. Right leg to the sky, clasp behind the hamstring, roll the ankle. We're going to release the leg, let the right leg lower to the mat, and be slow. We'll bring the left knee in towards the chest. Just take a moment, rock it, let the leg rock a little side to side. Then we'll open the left knee laterally, right hand to left hip, we should roll the left knee wide. We'll take that left leg across the body, twist, maybe right hand takes the leg into the twist. The left shoulder wants to come up off the mat, try to have the left shoulder down. Maybe left toes hook behind the right knee as you twist. We'll take your knee back into center, extend the left leg to the sky, flat the hamstring. Maybe you're rolling the ankle for a moment. You're releasing the hands and slowly lowering that left knee down, left leg down. Now, before we come into Shavasana, let's bend into both knees and bring the knees in towards your chest. And then come into your version of happy baby here. So here we're stretching out the legs. Wide first, reach for the feet, let the soles of the feet come to the sky, knees in towards the armpits. Use the hands and we'll use the hands and pull the feet down, and then let the feet push up into the hands to get the lower back to move. Rock or be still. Passive or active. One more breath. As you exhale, knees to the chest. One at a time, the feet land on the floor. Extend the legs long and as wide as your mat. Arms out to teaming, nice and wide. Feel a little bit more opening to the closing of our eagle pose. Take a full breath in. A full exhale out. Softening into your Shavasana pose. Finding here just relaxation. No more work or effort. Just peace and stillness. Movements, body, fingers, toes, rocking your head side to side. Taking your arms overhead for a full body stretch. Breathe in. As you exhale, start to bend the knees, slide the feet up the mat, and then roll it to one side. As you roll to the side, just settle your body. Another breath. Let it go. Start to lift your head with your next inhale, and as you exhale, press down with your hands. Turning to face the front of your mat, come up. Find a seated position. Moving side to side. Connect your sits bones to the mat. Place your hands on your thighs, gently making your way to your knees. On your next inhale, we'll lift the crown of the head. As you exhale, bend your elbows and guide your hands to the center of the chest. Take a deep full inhale through the nose, reach to the crown of your head. And as you exhale, let it all go, releasing that breath. Joining our voices in the sound of home. Inhale. Om. Bowing your head to heart. Thumbs to the third eye. Namaste. Come in. Repeat healing, repeat patient with thought you might have